Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chairperson of the NCOP, Honorable President, and Honorable Members, during the State of the Nation address, the President surprised many of us when he said, and I quote, "We all know that government does not create jobs, business creates jobs. The key task of government is to create the conditions that will enable the private sector, both big and small, to emerge, to grow, to access new markets, to create new products, and to hire more employees," close quote. This is something the ACDP has been saying since inception. It was indeed a surprise to hear this coming from the President, considering the many promises of jobs he made over the years. For example, in January 2018, he launched the YES initiative, which was supposed to create 300,000 jobs a year. This did not happen. On the 15th of October 2020, the President promised 800,000 jobs by October 2021. That did not happen either. During the SONA of 2019, last year, President Ramaphosa promised 2 million jobs for youth by 2029. Will this happen? Well, according to the track record, I don't think it will. While campaigning for the 1st of November local government elections last year, he again promised jobs, houses and services, but most needy people are still without these promised commodities. But given the many empty promises the President makes, he does not seem to care about his reputation. Every failed promise means that people cannot take him at his word or trust him. Chairperson, in a broadcast to the nation on the 1st February 2021 about government's plans to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, President Ramaphosa promised the nation that, and I quote, "Nobody will be forced to take the vaccine." He repeated this statement at least twice later that year, and further said, I quote again, "No one would be forbidden to travel wherever they want, including from enrolling in schools or from taking part in any public activity if they have not been vaccinated. Nobody will be given this vaccine against their will," he promised again. The President seemed to have changed his position again because it is reported that his government is now considering mandatory vaccination for the country. It makes no sense for government to be considering COVID mandate and for companies to continue pressurizing employees to take the vaccine or lose their jobs when scientists and the WHO have revised their position on whether or not the vaccinated would be protected from COVID infections. The fact is that both the vaccinated and the unvaccinated can get infected with the virus. Even President Ramaphosa himself and some cabinet ministers got infected after they had been vaccinated. The ACDP believes that all employees who suffer adverse effects as a result of the jab at work should be compensated by both the state and the company they work for. Former employees such as Zakhele Gotlo, who was a paramedic in Newcastle, and Soreka Uosteisen are among such people and need urgent assistance with their medical expenses. It was very sad to hear some students yesterday from universities of Johannesburg and the Free State saying they had been denied entry on campus because they chose not to be vaccinated. If school children have been allowed to return to their normal classes and studies with or without the proof of vaccination, the ACDP believes that the same should apply to all who are institutions of learning. No child or student should be denied their constitutional right to access education because of their choice not to vaccinate. We do not want to see a new form of apartheid in our schools and universities. May the former liberators never become leading champions of tyranny and dictatorship in Africa. Chairperson, why is the national state of disaster still in place when countries such as the UK have scrapped almost all COVID controls and are focusing on rebuilding their economies? Lastly, Speaker and Chairperson, the poor security in the country is a major concern for most South Africans. The ACDP is disappointed that even after appointing a panel of experts to look into what happened that caused destructive looting in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng in July last year, the President has only taken minimal action in the matter and shown a little resolve or determination to correct the wrongs that embarrassed us internationally. During the first 3 days of looting in KwaZulu-Natal, there was no sight or voice from our ministers in the security cluster. The ministers of police, defense, and intelligence, and including our National Police Commissioner, were not visible at all. We did not know where they were or where they were hiding. So people who are looking for leadership were disappointed because those who were responsible were nowhere to be found. Mr. President, we believe, why are these people who failed the country and cost us more than 50 billion rand still in their jobs after we also lost 300 lives? We believe those people must be fired so that everybody will know that if you don't perform, you will be fired. Thank you.